Hello, I'm Richard Ridge for Broadway World. Grease Live will take place on January 31st on Fox, and I'm here in LA to catch up with its director, Thomas Kail.
Systematic, hydromatic, ultramatic. Well, I could be Grease Live.
This is a palette that had some scope to it. And so when David and I started talking about this with Alex Rosinski, our live television director, and Platt, what we realized is there's an opportunity here to use some of the breadth and the space that's afforded you when you're on a studio and you have these, these stages to try to capture some of the scale. This is a show that has a fair amount of locations, and we also wanted to embrace the theatricality of the language that we love so much and put that as best we could front and center.
Yeah. So I was going to ask you, you're a master at stagecraft, and now you're entering this new world. I mean, what have the challenges been for you, and what's it been like for you?
It's been a thrill. The reality is, theater is theater is theater, and tech is tech is tech, to quote Gertrude Stein, which happens constantly on BroadwayWorld.com, right? I wanted to be the first person to be like, all right, Alice B. Toklas, we got you. But the reality is the work that you've done has prepared you in a certain way, and you have the tools and you put them in your toolbox and you get on a plane and you come out here and say, okay, I can do this and this. I need to be better at that. Who can help me here? How can I find someone to supplement, what I know? And at the end of the day, it's a director working with actors. It's John Tollins and Rob Carey, my writers, and I sitting down and trying to crack something, and them coming up with 6 new good ideas, and me figuring out which one might work on a practical level. And that's what I've been doing since we were in a little black box in the drama bookshop. So all of that is still in you, and you just want to try to honor our community, because for me this is about not just Broadway, it's about off-Broadway and off-Broadway and regional theater and theater in general with a capital T. And I'm just so proud that we get a chance to share this show with so many people.
Everybody loves Grease. Everybody has that first Grease moment. Was it the film for you? Was it a stage production?
It was the film. I'm in the middle of 2 sisters, and so there was no time in my life when I wasn't watching Grease. I think we owned 3 movies. It was Grease, It's a Wonderful Life, and Grease 2. You will probably see me do a production of all of those at some point, because I'm all about Grease 2. And
I am too. Grease 2 is one of my all-time favorite musicals, and I will say that. Paul and I were just talking about that. Maxwell Caulfield, all of them, Michelle Pfeiffer, we're obsessed.
Can I say something? Yeah. I'm off book and ready to go. So
Cool Rider.
Let's get the ladder.
Okay.
COOL. I am ready. I am ready.
Oh, I see your new live one for next year.
Yeah, well, I'll just try to get through this one and see what happens.
I just loved how you've combined the best of the stage show with the movie and created this new version of Grease.
Yeah, well, we're trying. Because we love the movie as much as anybody else. And one of the things that we're doing, and Corrins and I talked about this really early on, was in respect to, and with respect to J.J. Abrams, we have our Easter eggs. So we have things from the original movie that we've populated our version with. And so if you watch closely, it's like Highlights magazine, because I'm old and we all remember that.
Love that.
And then we also have our versions of, so if they had something at that scale, we might have a smaller version. But if you look, you'll find something in every scene that's an homage in some way to the film. And the inspiration of the film, the detail of the costume and the specificity of those things, William Ivey Long is a master at that. And so that sense of collaboration, because the nature of fashion is it regenerates. Yeah. So now you can go down to John Varvatos and see a leather jacket that probably looks like what they wear in 1959, and we're setting ours in the period, but we also wanted it to feel in a way like it could move and they could relate to it in a way that was completely contemporary to them.
Yeah. So what are you looking forward to the most? January 31st.
January 31st. The whole thing. The reality is, on the day, Alex and I will have, planned as best we can. And then I'm going to be on the floor. I guess I do my best Lorne Michaels and sort of walk around. I'm like, okay, looks good. And then Alex, is as capable and qualified a collaborator as you could hope for. So at that point, it's just about, I think, enjoying it and trying to enjoy this party that we're throwing for everybody.
This is amazing.